Respect to the God, the Jews, OJ Simpson, man. Listen here, I was just disgusted. I was doing my research. I do my research on all my topics. I was doing all my research, trying to watch every video on OJ Simpson. I couldn't find nothing nice.
Because you're a super fan?
I mean, hey, the gloves don't fit. I'm a fan of not fitting. The gloves not fitting. I always tell a girl that it don't fit. We gotta go raw. You believe in Jesus, girl, right?
Somebody clip that and please put it on TikTok. This man, I don't know what he's spreading with his magic wand, but he needs to be stopped.
I'm spreading the same thing Diddy's spreading. Love.
Hey, sometimes you're allergic.
That's what they got penicillin. Pause.
My Lord.
Nah, but back to what I was saying, man.
10 baby mamas.
It's I mean, he had kids, but it's just so wrong. The research I had to do to find anything good on OJ Simpson, I had to find
the only thing you could say was good was his football career when he was getting all those yards.
Of
and
course.
getting over 2,000 yards in a 14-game season, which is so short compared to now, and people don't even do that today. But even when he did play football, he wasn't on a good team. He was mainly on Buffalo.
Yeah, he was on Buffalo and San Francisco.
And they didn't make the playoffs when he was there, right?
No, yeah, basically they didn't win the Super Bowl at all. So
he was like the Devin Booker.
Nah, he was more like Ricky Williams. Nah, he was more like Ricky Williams because he was a workhorse. They was running him to the ground. They was every time they turned around, they was playing. They said that the quarterback had like 4 completions one game out of like 20 passes, and they still won. But I mean, it was crazy. Back in the 70s, OJ the Juice, he was the truth, man. Everybody loved him. White people, some black people loved him. I mean, some people said it was a coon. Some people, I mean, I ain't finna lie. Some people said he was a coon because Uncle Charles, Uncle Tom.
Are we allowed to say that? This isn't Patreon.
Hey, we almost passed 5 minutes. So, but
this episode has been rated R.
Horrible. But I'm gonna say, so if you didn't know, he had a wife before he met the white girl. So he had the wife. He divorced her. He left her. Ended up going with the white girl. He was 29. She was 18, 19 at the time. And then everybody thought it was a beautiful relationship. And then he killed her. Allegedly.
But he was in trial and was acquitted for a regular trial, but then he went to civil? Yeah, civil court trial.
And lost $33 million.
And he lost that. But I think he never paid them. But then they get it when he sells properties, they get a chunk.
Yeah, when he sold a lot of his property memorabilia, they got a lot of that. They got all that money. Then on top of that, when OJ Simpson wrote the book, I Did It.
Oh, they got the rights to the book,
and then they got the rights to the book also. So I mean,
that's just crazy how they can kind of just own him.
I mean, but they own. I mean, since he passed, but I mean, they said they couldn't take all his money, but because he still had to left off of something. But I mean, this is just crazy. Then once he beat the murder charge and he lost the civil case, then a couple years later he went to Las Vegas and then he had a robbery charge where the judge tried to give him 33 years. And then when we were watching the video, you were saying there's people that deletes people, yeah, and they don't even get that long. So. Or it's people that the crime of passion law, they only get 4 or 5 years. So the fact that he got 33 years and he didn't have any weapon.
A lot of people thought it was get back for him, getting acquitted on the first trial. Mm-hmm. And they thought that, with him getting in trouble in Vegas, they thought that the judge was someone that believed that he should have been in jail already. So they actually gave him the highest penalty when it came to the robbery case, and it was still something confusing. I didn't do my whole research on the actual robbery thing, but it was he was stealing back his whole memorabilia.
Yeah, it was basically getting his old stuff back.
They were supposed to sell it and never did, but they didn't give it back to him or something. Put it down in the comments if you know the full story on that. But yeah, it got him in severe trouble where he did almost a decade in jail.
Yeah,
and then he got parole and was let out in I think he ended up
9 years.
9 years, yeah. So, I mean, it's a crazy case. It's a crazy, how big of a cultural phenomenon it was, especially with the live police chase. And then years later, they had the show on FX. What was the show called? Do you remember?
The OJ Simpson trial? OJ Simpson trial.
Did it have a special name, or is it just the OJ Simpson trial TV show?
It was so many of them. It was OJ.
Well, they had the most recent one where they had the guy that played Ross from Friends. Mm-hmm. They had him play. I think one of them was even on the Kardashian dad.
Yeah, and I think one of them was even on ESPN.
Yeah, because the Kardashian daddy was the lawyer for OJ. And then they said,
isn't he like allegedly Khloe Kardashian's father?
Some people believe that he's Khloe Kardashian's
Comment down below.
Because they're like, why is she built like a linebacker?
Comment down below. Do you believe OJ Simpson and Khloe Kardashian are related? I'm just saying.
Speaking of Khloe Kardashian, I saw Adam22 had interviewed Lamar Odom.
Uh-huh.
And you know how Adam22 has his like super friends, his side explicit content?
Yeah.
Lamar Odom was like, do you film that here? And he was like, not like right here, but he's like, there's like another area like on the other side of the building. Yeah, like we film it in this building. And he's like, do you think I could watch?
Oh, Lord. See, I mean,
Lamar Odom literally said he wanted to watch Adam work. And while he sat in the corner and watched.
He did say he might have a basketball game after that. He told you his pregame workout.
I bet you know his pregame workout. I'm sure about that.
It's a lot of people have weird things. I remember he said before every game, he handles himself before every game, to relieve the stress. And Ocho Cinco, Chad Johnson says he pops Viagra pills before every game.
Okay, that's not right.
I'm just saying what they say.
You're trying to pop a rocket on the field?
But I mean, back to the story at hand. Once OJ Simpson got free, got his appeal after doing this 9 years, a couple years have passed, and I mean, it looks like he caught cancer, and it was pretty big. He didn't want people to know about it, but he even went to the extent of actually making videos saying that it's not true. And then
this was do you know how old this video is?
It was probably videos like no more than 2-3 years old. So we got this video right here showing. We're gonna show you Caitlyn Jenner, aka Bruce Jenner, saying "good riddance," even though she not as good.
Hospice? Hospice? You talking about hospice?
Hospice?
No, I'm not in any hospice. I don't know who put that out there, but whoever put that out there, I guess is like the Donald Singh. Can't trust the media. In any event, I'm hosting a ton of friends for the Super Bowl here in Las Vegas. All is well, So, hey, guys, take care. Have a good Super Bowl weekend.
I know you all think it's cute to compare a fatal car accident with multiple vehicles involved to a brutal murder, but remember OJ said something to the effect of, I could kill her and get away with it because I'm OJ. Because she had tweeted good riddance OJ Simpson when the news broke that he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone tried to throw in her face that she killed someone in a car accident. So they're like, you're
not as good. You're not as squeaky, clean.
It's like the Spider-Man meme when they're pointing at each other.
Basically.
How are you going to be like, this man's a murderer? And it's like, wait, didn't you?
He was like
didn't you murk someone with your vehicle and you were allegedly drunk? Allegedly?
Yeah, pretty much. And she had to settle and pay $800K. To the family after that 2-car crash.
Oh, to the person's family that passed away?
Yeah, to the person's family that passed away, pay $80K.
Man, if the Kardashians...
$800K.
Let me bring... Hold on.
If the
Kardashians hit me, I would not move. You just stay down. You just stay down.
Because that money coming in.
You say, don't move me. You said, bring the ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm suing for $20 million off the top. I'm retiring myself right there. And then you might get a video once a month if I get $20 million in one shot.
True. But,
then we could do crazy vlogs.
Then we could do all the vlogs we want. Of course, that's what everybody always... You see that situation, the Brandy situation... the football situation that just happened, the football player situation that just happened where he hit somebody and he tried to act like he wasn't even there. A lot of these celebrities, I don't know what's going on with these celebrities. Like they just feel like when they have the money, they can just do whatever they want to do. You see OJ Simpson saying, "Oh yeah, if I did it, I could have got away with it." You see all these celebrities getting in these fast cars and they want to show them doing 120 miles an hour on the highway.
What year was the OJ Simpson case? I forgot.
Ooh.
I don't have my phone. You gotta. It's on the charger. Do you have your phone on you?
Let me see.
Look up OJ Simpson trial.
Which one?
The OG one.
OJ Simpson
trial date. Yeah, because I don't know it off the top of my mind. I was like, was that before I was alive?
Nah, he was alive. It was in I
was like 4 years old.
October 3rd, 1995 was OJ Simpson trial date.
That's crazy that we're just talking about it now, and that's like I was like I probably just got consciousness, because you don't really get consciousness until you're like 3.5, 4.
True. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't have known. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people wouldn't have known who this person was. So, I mean, if I had to make this equivalent to anything, OJ Simpson's basically like Michael Jordan of the time, and you know, LeBron James. He was like they had him up on that pedestal because
a lot of people thought he was the best player of 70s football, which was like a really hardcore brand of football, where the rules really let you knock someone's head off, and the game was dominated by running, so teams were built to stop the run. So it was literally like the golden age of running backs, and he was the best one. So you got to give him props for sports. But, you know, as far as what he allegedly did, you know, that's too brutal, man. I don't know.
I mean, but some people feel like, so do you feel like, I need you to answer it down below. Do you feel like he did it, or do you feel like he...
I mean, if you wrote a book said, if I did it, that's...
I mean, anybody can do that.
Telling.
People who write fictional books all the time. If you can write a fictional book, you can write that.
That's messed up.
It's just right. It's just a book. It's easy.
I mean, I don't know. I bet it was crazy to see if like you were old, like an adult or like an older person, to be around at that time and see how like they said like everyone was like even watching it at work.
Yeah, the whole world stopped. The Oprah Winfrey Show was stopped and watched it.
They were all watching the Verdict Live, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like the Aaron Hernandez thing. As soon as that happened, it was on like every channel. Or what R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. It wasn't like that, but you know what I mean. But
I mean, yeah, they said this is like he was technically like the first viral person. Some people believe like
he was on commercials. He was like one of the first black people on commercials.
No, I mean like once he got in trouble, like with the trial, like that. That's how everywhere it was. That's why they said he was the first viral. But didn't he didn't just get the wife? He got somebody else too.
Yeah, he got two. He killed the wife and the best friend.
So was it her best friend, or was it allegedly like a cheating thing?
I mean, you know, allegedly it could be a cheating.
Because, you know, if it was something where he caught her cheating and then he went crazy and did things, you know, that's so crazy about some of the laws today where we're hearing about trials. Like we talked about it earlier. We literally saw that one. I don't know if we covered it or not, if it made the top 10 or whatever. But where that guy caught his wife cheating and she was recording him for her safety because he was acting crazy, and he shot her on tape. And in some states, they have like a crime of passion. If you catch like somebody and do that, like
Romeo and Juliet,
it's like temporary insanity, and you get like 3-4 years. Instead of like, you know, most people, if they do something that crazy, they're getting like, you know, like 15, 20, you know, life, depending on how bad it is.
But the thing about that, I think the Romeo, that law,
I thought it was some crime of passion. I don't know. Some states might have the Romeo and Juliet law. I don't know what the rules are on that, but I just think it's crazy, like, because, like, you know, I don't know if that's a newer thing or when that came into effect, because if that would have been in effect for him back in the day, like, he would have just been over it in the 4 years instead of, you know, well, I mean, he beat the case.
2011.
That came into 2011.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, it's weird to think about it in today's time.
So yeah, back then, I mean,
he would have only got 4 years and just been done with it.
Or he
moved on with his life.
So if this happened in 95, he would, if he did 10 years, 95, 05. Yeah, I mean,
that'd have been way better than the 10 years, because like that judge wouldn't have been like gave him the max penalty because she didn't feel like, oh, I don't know, she could have been like 4 years wasn't enough. We're still giving him 30.
It was in a whole different city. But I mean, I need y'all to comment below. Let us know how you feel about OJ Simpson. Do you feel like good riddance? He's where he belong at. I mean, some people feel like that.
I mean, it's the thing to me that's crazy is like when people do bad things and then they pass away, or they were known like a known bad person or an alleged bad person or whatever. It's like they pass away when they're like old. And then people are like, yeah, they got what they deserve. And it's like, we're all going to get old. Like, you literally, no one can stop that. And it's like, so if they got to live their whole life.
76.
You know, I mean, that's literally
a long time.
The male average in the United States is 77. I don't know if y'all know that men only live to 77 and women live to 80. So a lot of people, you know how people say like in your 50, that's like your midlife crisis. For most people, it's actually 40 because most people don't really make it to 80.
Pretty much. R.I.P. to all the real ones.
40 is your midlife crisis. So we're looking forward to your midlife crisis coming up.
I'm not having a midlife crisis. I'm doing great.
You know, you're staying strong for the 80s babies. 90s babies unite over here, and everyone can agree on that 2000 babies and on.
You're 2 years younger than me.
20 years younger. Yes, you heard it here. But yeah, no, I mean, it's hard for me to have much emotion or connection because I was just too young to really know about this. And I just know him as like, oh, that's the guy that allegedly killed someone and got away with it. That's literally the only thing I know him as. Oh, and then they're like, oh yeah, and they always like to throw it at the end. He was a great football player in the pros in college. But the number one thing is they bring
it overtook everything he did because he broke a lot of. I mean, even though he didn't win a championship, he still won MVPs. He still won a lot. I
still remember awards. When he got in trouble in Vegas. I remember being younger.
I remember that
and hearing about like how. And then I was thinking like, how do you get in trouble for stealing your own stuff? If it's your stuff, then you're not stealing.
I mean,
that's why I always wonder, like when like cars get towed. If you like broke into there and like got your car back, but it's like technically they stole your car. But I don't know. I guess there's ways where they're allowed to. It's just weird how they do that. It's just rip-offs for money.
True. I mean, it was like trespass. I think they get you for like trespassing because you went on their property, so they probably won't get you for the car, but they'll probably get you for trespassing. Unless you got a repo.
You'd probably have to like break a gate.
Yeah, unless you had a repo.
Yeah, you'd probably get in trouble for like damaged property and trespassing.
Yeah, basically because if you had a repo, then they were supposed to take it. They had rights. I guess they had the rights to take it.
I mean, not if it's a repo, but I mean like when you park somewhere incorrectly.
Oh, BSF.
And they take your car because it's like I feel like even if you're parked somewhere incorrectly, it's like they're literally picking your car, and moving it. And it's like if you're taking anyone's thing and moving it without permission, that's stealing.
Pretty much.
So it's I've always wondered how they avoided that loophole. Someone in the comments explain that to me, because I hate tow people. They've just for everyone can agree that the handful of times like everyone's done it at least 2 or 3 times.
When they got towed and they wasn't supposed to get.
Where you got towed, where you're like at a girl's apartment, or you're like downtown, or wherever you're at.
I remember I parked one place. This is off topic. I remember I parked one place. at this girl house, and I swear to God, as soon as I parked there, I went upstairs. I sat down. I was probably there for like 20, 30 minutes, and I was like, you know what? I'm finna buy the permit ticket. I bought the ticket, and then I went back downstairs to go get something. I seen my car was taken, and I was like, what the hell? Then I called them, and I was like, oh yeah, your car was taken at 5:15, and I looked at my clock. I looked at my phone. I was like, hold on, I told this girl I got here at 5:10. So it's literally
5 minutes they came up on you.
It's 5. I'm like, how do you do that? Like,
they
how
some
do you
haters,
told
man.
somebody in 5 minutes? What if I was Uber Eats?
When it's like, didn't they get? What's crazy is like even at apartments sometimes when they get them and it's like our boy Seth got caught at your place parking at the wrong spot. And what did they charge him? It was like $300 or $400.
Yeah, $300 or $400. Cause
that's crazy.
Because if you say he parked in the fire spot,
yeah,
but the fire spot wasn't even like it was. But it was
the lines are so faded you can't even see it.
The lines are faded.
They catch people there like every day. It's like a speed trap.
It's a trap.
Don't fall for it.
It's a trap that these tow companies
look
do
for
to steal
lines
money.
where you park. Look for the lines, even if they're faded.
Remember the Miami Tow Show?
The what?
Miami Tow. It used to be like Reno 911.
Oh yeah.
They had the Miami Tow.
But they were doing like repossessed, like the lizard lick towing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were getting shot at. That's crazy.
I can't be no repo, man.
I saw a video where a girl like she was like getting out of her car and then she noticed like the repo person was like just down the street or like it stopped in front and they just started reversing like crazy towards her and she hopped in the car and they were chasing each other going backwards. And then she like whipped it around and he couldn't whip it and she got away and like everyone was cheering. They're like, "Go girl, go!
Gotta get away."
I mean, like that's bad if they really want a car like.
Nobody likes to repo
no, but
people.
I mean, like, no, but
or the people that put the boot in your car.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, for repoing, like that they're tracking someone down so hard that they like found them at a mall, like, because usually, like, if someone's repoing, they only like they check your house, like whatever the address is on the bill, that's where they check. But for them to be bad enough to be like following you around,
that'd be those people that They get the cars from a car dealership that put like trackers on cars and kill switches on cars.
So they do that like from the dealership, right? They put, and it's sometimes like that's illegal, man. You can't have trackers on people's cars and not tell them.
It'd be like, people don't be reading the contracts and everything. That's how they get everybody.
If you have a loan with us and you agree to have a tracker in your car type stuff, fine print, yeah.
Pretty much, so they can follow you. We be like a lot of them cash car places. They'll get you.
That's why you never buy from a cash car place.
Exactly. Never finance from a cash car place.
I know you got to do whatever you got to do when you're young, but still get a cosign if you're an up and comer.
But speaking of up and coming,